Mid-60s Saturday, upper 60s by Sunday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. See the full forecast and the Brinks Exteriors radar at 93.7 KKRL.com. Right now, 79.
Carroll Broadcasting Sports presents high school volleyball action.
And a good evening to all of you right here on 93.7 KKRL. I want to welcome you to this special presentation of IKM-Manning Wolves Volleyball here on the Mackey Motors pregame show. 5 new roads at Mackey Motors and Lake City, and from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade is helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform, and they are distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. I thought I was flying solo here today, but I have a legend to my left, Mr. Jeff Blankman.
Gene Rasmussen
and Gene Rasmussen, and a lot of legends here in the house. But Jeff, it's been a while since we've done a game together, but I'm quite excited tonight.
You know, I think the last game that you and I may have done together might have been Newell Fonda Kemper girls basketball at the beginning of last basketball season.
So it's been about a year?
Yeah, it has. Almost a complete year. You know, by the way, I thought when you said a legend, I was looking for Lonnie Miller.
Yeah, I was too.
Really looking for Lonnie the Legend Miller. You know, I mean, he's worshipped in this Manning area.
He is.
Yes.
I was outside not too long ago, and I saw them, getting the mold ready for that statue they're going to make of him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But we are here in some Western Iowa Conference action. Missouri Valley, the Lady Reds taking on the Wolves of IKM-Manning. Got a chance to kind of look at both of these teams. Saw IKM-Manning, I did, against Triangular with Coon Rapids Bayard and ESAC. I think IKM-Manning, this team this year, does a great job defensively. But, Jeff, you've seen these teams and you've seen these girls throughout the years. What's your sort of thoughts and impressions on this team?
I'm interested to see the Wolves tonight. Last year was a struggle, and I think everybody that was a part of it knew that, that last year was kind of a rebuilding year for them a little bit. They bring back quite a bit from last year's team, so it'll be fun for me to get to see how much they've taken a step forward. I know they struggled a little bit against Boyer Valley, struggled the other night, last night down here, or Tuesday night, I should say, with ESAC County, but got a nice win against a solid Coon Rapids Bayard program. So I think that's a really good confidence boost for them. They certainly have got some kids that can go out and swing. Kylie Powers can hit for them. Megan Williams swings really well. So you talked about the back row. That's going to be a key for them tonight.
It absolutely will be. I mean, you got some girls here on this Missouri Valley team that can really swing well and are tall in the front and the back row. One thing about this IKM-Manning Wolves team, Laura McCarville, one of their normals, isn't going to be playing here tonight. Kind of rolled her ankle the other night in that triangular. But talking about this IKM-Manning team just a little bit more, I mean, 89.7% serving efficiency, not too bad, about on pace with what Missouri Valley is doing, but that kill efficiency is going to be kind of the difference maker here tonight. 0.88 kill efficiency compared to Missouri Valley's 252.
Yeah, Missouri Valley, a really good hitting club, and they've been solid and really strong, for probably the better part of the last 10 to 15 years. And I talked with Matt Gengler, who covers them over there for their newspaper in that area, and he felt that as good a teams as they've had in the past, and they've had some really good teams. I go back just 5-6 years ago when Carter Crispin was a part of their program and was leading them, and how good those teams were. This team could be better, potentially could be better, and it could be a contender in the Western Iowa Conference. They've never won one, but this team could be that team that gets them over the hump. So it's going to be a test for IKM-Manning here this evening.
Yeah, Missouri Valley, I took a look at their stats and just their seasons last year. I mean, they made a regional semifinal. They even beat a really good Sydney team this year, 2-0. Those are gals who made a regional championship last year. So this Missouri Valley team is going to be a great early test for this IKM-Manning Wolves team. Looking down the line at some of these girls, I mean, Ava Hiltz, a 5'11" senior, 83 kills for her this season. You've got Ella Myler, who's 6' senior, 77 kills this season already. So they're going to have some pretty good girls up front.
Yeah, and you talk about that win over Sydney. What that tells me about this team is that they're just going to keep swinging. When you're hitting 252 on the season, Sydney's one of those teams, much like if people are familiar with the way ESAC plays, especially back when Dave Waggy was coaching them, they're one of those teams that just never lets the ball hit the ground. So they frustrate you and stuff. So if you're a hitting team that just survives on hitting and you're hitting and swinging and the other team's popping it up, eventually that gets into your head and you try to overcompensate. Sounds like they didn't do that. If they got a 2-0 win over Sydney, that tells you a lot about this team.
Absolutely, it does. We also want to thank our phone line sponsor here for tonight, Robinson Implement, where service isn't just a word, it's their #1 product. I know they got that here in time for the, I think, basketball season they did right around that point. So they got us a new phone line, so appreciate Robinson Implement for being our phone sponsor tonight. Jeff, you said that back row support tonight for IKM-Manning is going to be crucial. I thought that the Wolves did a good job against Kate Vondrak, a really good swinger for East Sac County. So what is IKM-Manning back row going to have to look for and just watch out for Missouri Valley?
And a lot of people talk about the back row and how the back row contends against good hitters. The thing that people probably don't think about is it really starts up front.
Right.
You need to set a good block. That doesn't mean that you always get touches or that you block everything. Your block has to close gaps. It has to direct hitters. Your back row, if you're a back row player and you're looking up to the net and you have two blockers up there and there's a 6-inch to a foot gap in between their hands, a hitter can go right in between your blockers. So you're like, okay, do I set there? Are they going to go line or are they going to go cross? You're looking 3 different areas.
Yeah.
If you close your block and say you take away the cross and you close your block, then all of a sudden as a back row player, you know what? I can shade the line a little bit and take that away and have yourself in position and you can anticipate a little bit and then recover to other spots. So back rows that struggle a lot of times, people go, oh, the back row struggles. A lot of times it's because the block and the front row players aren't getting in the positions that they need to first.
And that's going to set the tone just for any sort of attack attempt. It's going to be that front row because, if, like you said, Jeff, if there's going to be a gap between, they're going to go middle. If they see that the gap's not too far, they're going to go cross. And that back row has to do a good job of adjusting and moving with the play to be able to kind of get those digs and get those passes.
The biggest thing for the back row, though, is once the block gets set, get the ball to your setter in good position. I've seen a lot of volleyball over the last couple of years where you're having setters consistently setting from behind the 10-foot line or at the 10-foot line. You can survive a 10-foot line set if you have a really good setter. It's just harder. You think about it. If you're back at that 10-foot line and you got to set to the outside, you got to get a really good angle and you got to really push to be able to get that ball in front of your hitter, because your hitters generally transition maybe to that 10-foot line or a step behind, and the hitters want to keep the ball in front of them. So you got to get that ball up towards the net. You want to be about an arm's length off of the net and get the ball right in there so that your setter doesn't have to run a lot. That gives your setter a lot of options to be able to, they can back set, they can set middle, they can set the outside, they can set to the back row even. So that's where the pressure comes for the back row, is once the ball gets there, is getting that ball up into position so that their setter can do something with it.
It's the Mackey Motors pregame show here at KKRL. We'll take a quick timeout, quick 2.5 timeout, and we'll be right back with the announcements of the starting lineups here at KKRL. We're back in 2.5 minutes.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
3-7 KKRL in the Mackey Motors pregame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. They're just announcing the players. We'll announce it after a quick timeout here. But Jeff, I know you want to mention that the cross-country team tonight had a very good night.
Yeah, they did. Both the girls and boys. I was down there. I got a video interview. Caden Keller won it. I talked with Emily Albertson as well, who took second individually. I will get those interviews and all the results up later tonight on the website YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick 2-minute timeout. We'll be back on 93.7 KKRL.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Back here, 93.7 KKRL. We are ready for the first serve from the Missouri Valley Lady Reds, as it'll be Maya Contreras who gets it started here for the Big Reds. The libero Addie Higley will come on in. She'll be in the back row to help support that back row for Missouri Valley. As we get it going, Maya Contreras, 6-foot senior for Mo Valley, gets it sent away. She'll send this far and away, right past or behind the service line, and IKM-Manning will get it started with a 1-0 start.
And a nice job that time by Anna Larson, the libero, tracking that ball, or Anna Stengel, tracking that ball all the way to the line.
Stengel will send this one away. It'll be over to Higley, up to the front row, blocked, and it's going to be a tool for Ella Myler.
Wolves got the block there, just got to get the hands pressed and get that angle so that it comes in, but a nice job that time by Missouri Valley. Ran a quick and able to get that point tied up.
So Myler will get the point there for Missouri Valley, tied at 1 apiece here in the first set. It'll be Myler who sends it away. This one will be an ace for Myler, and it was a good kind of awareness by a ring, just didn't get there quick enough.
And if you're IKM-Manning right now, I would slide up a little bit. I know that first serve went deep, but there they go. They moved up. I would take the short serve away and force them to try and drive the ball over your head.
2-1 lead here for the Missouri Valley Lady Reds. Make it a 3-1 lead. Another ace serve by Myler. Went right in between Ring and Arp there.
Back row not communicating with each other that time. That serve in between the gap there, between 5 and 6. Both girls kind of started to go, then stopped.
So 2 ace serves here for Myler. Gives the Mo Valley Lady Reds a 3-1 start. This is going to be Ring who gets the pass. This will be Halbert. Gets it up top to Powers. She's going to get a nice tool, and there we go with the IKM-Manning Wolves. Point 3-2 lead, or 3-2 trail now.
Nice job that time. Amber Halbert had to run behind that 10-foot line. Got the setup. It was behind Kylie, but she did a nice job not leaving early. Allowed her to be able to get the ball. And sometimes when you don't hit it real hard and it comes off your hand funky, it throws the defense off.
Here comes the serve by Powers. Missouri Valley setting it up to Larson. It's going to be dug up that time by the Wolves. And Ring, just another kind of lack of communication up front. We're now at a 4-2 lead for Missouri Valley.
Now that one popped up in the air that time by Megan Williams, but hit it kind of straight up above her, and then your setter was not in the area and had a hard time getting to the ball.
Here's Higley who will send it away. That'll be a serve, and it's going to be bobbled somehow. It is Halber who gets a hand up over and gets the point. I don't know how exactly she did that.
Stengel had it kind of shank off of her, went sideways, and Amber Halber able to just run over and get just enough of it, just lunged and used her athleticism, and luckily for the Wolves, it went over the net and dropped in.
Serve is on the way from the Wolves, and it'll be an ace serve. This time for Richards, who was going to tie this ball game up at 4 apiece.
Second tie here in this first set. We've had the one lead change.
Serve is on the way. Higley gets it up top. On the attack, it's going to be Hiltz who is going to get the point.
Yeah, big swing in the middle that time. Erin Ramsey was dropping back in the back middle, and as she was shuffling backward, she had to try and reach out and play that one, and it just sailed right past her.
This will be Arba who will jump serve it away. Here is Ring with the serve receive. She'll get it over to Richards. On the attack, it's going to be Halbert. And that time it's going to be dug up by Arba. Over to Higley. On the attack, blocked. But it's going to get right over to the IKM-Manning side. And it'll be Missouri Valley 6-4.
Yeah, Wolves didn't press on the block that time. That allowed that ball to come right down there. So they touched it, and it just rolled right down their arms.
Arba, another jump serve is on the way. It is Ramsey. Blocked at the net by Missouri Valley's Hiltz. That'll be another blocked shot and a block point for Missouri Valley. 7-4 lead for them.
Overpass on that one that time on the serve receive, and going up and putting away that time was the Big Reds.
7-4 lead in the first set for Missouri Valley. Here is Halber. Gets it up top to Richards. Free balled over it. It's going to be Higley. Over to Hiltz on the attack. It's going to be Hiltz. Excuse me. It comes off of Ring's hands. It's going to go way back into the court. Now it'll be a point for Valley.
IKM-Manning right now is standing up a lot defensively. People talk about being in a good defensive stand in basketball. The same thing is true. It's a different defensive stance in volleyball, but you got to be down and ready.
Here comes Halber with the set. Free ball over by Stengel. It'll be Hiltz on the attack that time on the right side of the court. Contreras who will get it into the donut. 9-4 lead for Missouri Valley.
Missouri Valley right now doing a nice job of just finding gaps in this IKM-Manning defense.
Arba back to serve once again. She'll jump serve it. More of a top spin that time. Ramsey gets it over to Stengel. Sent over by Williams. Dug up by the Big Reds. It's Hiltz who sends it over. Ring somehow gets it. Richards up top. It'll be dug up by the Big Reds. Here is Higley over to Contreras, who's going to hit line. She will try to hit line, but it's going to fall out of bounds. Point for IKM-Manning.
Yeah, tried to go down the line and missed that time. Ball came off the side of her hand. IKM-Manning right now out of system a ton. It's really hard to get good looks when you're out of system a lot.
Arp sends this one away. Top spin serve is going to be there. Arba on the attack. Blocked at the net. It falls inwards. Nice block that time. That's Langle on it.
Yeah, Mabel Langle, a really nice one-on-one over here on the right. Just got up, timed it perfect, pressed, and sent that one to the back corner.
Arp, her service on the way. A little bit of miscommunication in the backfield for Missouri Valley. Higley was trying to be there, but it'll be an ace serve there for Arp.
Nice serve. Carly Arp, talented youngster, just a freshman. I think she's got a really good future. There's some really talented kids in this freshman class.
Higley who will get it up to Arba. On the attack, Contreras. She's dug up that time by Halber. On the attack, it's going to be Langle, who gets a nice kill there off the tool.
The Wolves on a nice run here, and they were down to 9-4 here a moment ago. 4 straight for IKM-Manning to pull within 1, and they've got Carly Arp back to serve it away again. Arp did a really nice job there. She served first, then got into defensive position, made a nice pass up to her setter.
9-8 lead for the Lady Reds. Here is Higley once again. She'll get it over to Arba. On the push is going to be Contreras. Here comes the Wolves in the middle. It'll be Williams who's going to get the kill. Nice run for the Wolves. They tie it up at 9.
5-0 run here for IKM-Manning, and that is going to force a timeout here for Missouri Valley. Wolves starting to pass the ball better. You're going to see that when they get the good passes up front, they get swings.
They absolutely do. We're tied at 9 apiece here in set 1. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back on 93.7 KKRL.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
9-all tie here in set number 1. IKM-Manning Wolves on a very nice run. And here it'll be Carly Arp who will send it away. It'll be Myler gets it up top to Contreras. Blocked it again. Nice play by the Wolves. They'll send it back over. Here's Arba who will attack it. Gets over to Contreras on the right side. Nice dig by Richards. Sends it over free ball. It's going to be Danner. Here's Arba who sets it up. It's Goots who puts it right on the line. She'll get it.
Really good scramble that time for IKM-Manning. I thought that block early on the right side might have gotten them a chance to be able to score, and that would have been huge. Sometimes a timeout can stop a run. It did there.
Hiltz sends it away. Halber with the serve receive. It is on the left side. Langle trying to keep the ball alive. He'll get it thrown over. 4 hits is the call, and now Missouri Valley up 11-9 here in set number 1. It'll be Hiltz who sends it away. Here's Halber with the serve receive. She gets it over to Richards. It's going to be free ball over by Stengel. She'll get it over. Here's Arba. On the attack is Myler. She's going to be dug up that time by Langle. Here comes the attack from Halber, but she'll send it far and away behind the serving line, and now Missouri Valley with the 12-9 lead in set 1.
Yeah, Amber that time left a little bit early, ended up being in front of the ball. You want to hit that ball out in front of you so you could watch it. She looked straight up, but the ball was behind her when she hit it. That's why it sailed.
Halber trying to serve receive it. She's going to put it right into the net. Missouri Valley gets an ace serve, 13-9.
And that's one of those, again, being in defensive position. Needed to take just one step back, take that ball in regular passing position. Instead, she took it up by her face, and those are hard to control.
Hiltz will serve it into the net. She'll come out, and Brooklyn Lang, the 5'2" junior, will come in her place in the back row. Also get a substitution here. Kylie Powers will come back in, as well Emmy Ring.
A lot of fight in this Wolf team here early on. I know a lot of people with Missouri Valley being ranked and one of the contenders for the WIC thought that they would struggle. Right now, down just 3 here in this first set.
Emmy Ring will send it away. Here comes Arba on the attack on the left side. That's a strong swing by Myler. And the Missouri Valley Lady Reds, 14-10.
Yeah, you can tell Myler's played a lot of volleyball. That was a big, big swing. That's probably the most aggressive swing we've seen out of either team so far tonight.
It'll be Larson coming in place of Higley. Serving it away will be Goot. Here is Stengel. She gets it over to Richards on the left, on the right side. Halber sends this one away, dug up by Arba. It is Contreras. Gets it over to the left side to Myler, who will get another just kind of push in the donut. 15-10, Missouri Valley.
And a really nice adjustment that time by Myler. She was going up looking the swing, but she noticed that donut area was about 8 foot wide and about 8 foot long, and she just softly tipped it right into it.
Goot will serve it over to Ring. Ring trying to serve receive. It comes off her arms a little bit awkwardly, falls behind her, and now Missouri Valley up 16-10.
IKM-Manning struggling a little bit again here in serve receive, and that was an issue for him early on.
Goot sends it over. Halber will get the serve receive on the attack, just going up and putting it down as Larson right towards the serving line. Now 17-10, Missouri Valley.
And the hardest thing about playing back row and serve receive and even in dig is to take that hard ball and just incorporate that the power into your body and not add anything. And that time Amber jumped a little bit on that pass on that serve receive and ended up hitting the ball over because of that.
Stengel will send it away. Langle over to Arbaugh on the attack. It is going to be Contreras on the right side, and Missouri Valley on the roll here, 18-10.
The Wolves got a touch on that one, but the blockers were coming down as that ball got to them, so it just right off the fingertips.
Sending it away is Gute once again. Here is Langle over to Halber. It's going to be dug up by Lang. It is going to be passed over to Myler. And I believe that one's going to go to the net if you saw that there, Jeff.
Yeah, ended up, the second ball came up towards the net. All of the hitters were transitioning and nobody paying attention to the ball. It got a transition following the ball. They didn't realize the ball was going to be short and nobody went to it.
Amber Halber will be back to serve it away for the IKM-Manning Wolves. It'll be Myler coming up, tipping it over. There is Kate Stengel, who sends it over to Powers, who gets it over. There's Lang over to Arbaugh. On the attack is going to be Myler, and another big swing by her. A tool gives the Missouri Valley Lady Reds a 19-11 lead.
And since that timeout, it's been a 10-2 run out of the timeout for Missouri Valley.
So a big run here for Missouri Valley here in set number 1. Setting it away is Contreras. It'll be Ring to Halber, who can't really get a good look at that ball. It'll be Missouri Valley point.
And that's one of those that the ball was going to be near the net. It's really hard for a right-handed setter, but you got to work on going up with your left hand. Use that left hand because it's the furthest from the net, and go up and try and attack on that ball or jump set it.
Contreras with a top spin serve. It'll be Powers who gets it to Ring. Powers got to come back up, and she'll get the point. A nice placement by Powers.
And a nice job that time by Kylie. Took a ball that was not really well for her to be able to go up and really get a good swing on it, and got what she could and just found an open hole in the defense.
Carly Arp coming back on the front row. Here is Higley, who gets it up top to Contreras. Swung at it. That is going to be Myler, who will get a point.
And IKM-Manning frustrated with themselves. You could tell Kylie Powers, very, very competitive young lady and a great golfer. We know that from covering her in golf, one of the best in the state. Again, got up and pressed, just didn't have their hands at the right angle, and that ball sailing out of bounds.
Myler will send this one away. Kind of a float serve, pseudo top spin a little bit. Emmy Ring trying to serve receive, unable to do so, falls right in front of her. 22-12 Missouri Valley in set 1.
And Missouri Valley's done a nice job kind of moving their serve around, serving short. Wolves slide up, then they serve deep, then they serve short when the Wolves slide back. So try to do a good job of anticipating where that ball's going to go.
Myler gets the point off the ace. It is Ring trying to serve receive once again, but it falls just off her arms a little bit awkwardly. Missouri Valley closing in on set 1, 23-12.
Got to get the lower half of the body stopped. There's a lot of movement right now from the hips down for IKM-Manning when they're passing and serve receive.
Here comes Myler once again. Ring will serve receive. It's going to be an overpass, almost into the donut. Kylie Powers able to keep it up. Halber will send it away. Here is Contreras, sets it up on the attack. Dug up by Stengel. Here's Halber, who gets it over to Arp, who sends it away. It'll be Myler to Arbaugh. On the attack, it's going to be Arbaugh on the left side, who goes line and will get it. 24-12 for Missouri Valley.
I dropped it in the back left corner of that IKM-Manning defense again. For that back middle player, it's really difficult with the style of defense. Sometimes you play, one person has to kind of go corner to corner, so that's a long run if you're not in position.
Set point here for Missouri Valley. Myler will send it away. Ring serve receives, goes into the rafters. It is Halber. Powers going up, but she'll send it far and away. And set 1 belongs to the Missouri Valley Lady Reds. They will win 25-12. We'll take a quick 1-minute timeout. We'll be right back with set number 2 on 93.7 KKRL.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services such as recycling opportunities. You'll find our blue recycle containers at the park, the ball field, on Main Street, and at many summer events. We also have portable event recycling stands for you to borrow, free of charge for your summer gatherings. So while you're out enjoying the summer fun, look for us. We've got your recycling needs covered. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, delivering environmental services together.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult to find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
KRL here from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. IKM-Manning Wolves playing host to the Missouri Valley Lady Reds. Want to remind you to join us afterwards for our Mackey Motors post-game show. Find new rows at Mackey Motors in Lake City. We're going to talk with Coach Kevin Landorf, as Coach McKaylee Cron is actually out in Colorado for a wedding.
Wedding this week? Okay.
Yes. So we'll talk with Coach Landorf, hopefully a couple of his players if they decide to come on up. But, good set one there for Missouri Valley. I think IKM-Manning had some great sets too there, Jeff, but just the power of Missouri Valley was a little bit too much to handle.
Well, and you saw there late. Early, IKM-Manning struggled in the back row. Late, they struggled in the back row. When they made that 5-0 run and got this thing tied at 9-9, they weren't getting, perfect passes, and it's hard for anybody to get perfect passes up to the front, but they were getting good enough passes that Elmer Halber and Ella Richards were able to get the ball to their hitters. They were able to move it around a little bit. The hitters were getting good swings, and they were finding some holes in the Missouri Valley defense. When they struggled in the back row, and a lot of it tonight's been serve-receive. Their serve-receive has gotten them out of system a lot, and I'm not keeping those stats. I'm keeping a running score right now, but my guess is Missouri Valley had probably 7-8 aces in that first set here tonight. So just difficult to kind of get into any kind of a rhythm offensively when you're out of system as much as what IKM-Manning was. But again, it was a 9-9 set at one point.
It absolutely was. I mean, IKM-Manning, they can get those serve receives down. They can stay in this contest. We'll get Amber Halber, who will send this one away. It'll be Higley. Free balled over by Hiltz. Here's Ring to Halber to Powers, who... No, it'll be point Missouri Valley. I was thinking there was a touch there, but there wasn't, so it'll be point for Missouri Valley as she sends it far and away.
Brad Benton and Kathy Lage, two very knowledgeable volleyball people, our line judges tonight. They did not see a touch, but that was a really good pass from Emmy Ring here a little bit ago.
Halber gets it over to Lango, but Lango will send it far and away. A quick 2-0 start for the Missouri Valley Lady Reds.
And IKM-Manning right now not transitioning like they need to, and then they're hitting the ball back behind their head. That's the reason why the ball's sailing. I'll explain here in a moment.
Here comes Stengel, who's going to put it into the nets, and I think we're going to get...
Ball hit the antenna.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Ball hit the antenna. That was Kate Stengel on the attack on the left side. She's a big 6'2" junior, but just didn't have the right placement there.
Yeah, ball was pushed a little further. She didn't transition far enough out. And folks, what I meant by hitting it, they're hitting it behind their head. So you stick your hand behind your head. Where's your hand pointing? It's going to be pointing straight up in the air because of the angle. So when you hit the ball, you're hitting it high. That's the reason why the ball's going to sail. You want the ball out in front of you so you can come down on the ball, and that will bring the ball down and keep it in play.
It is Stengel with the dig, sent back by Halber, trying to free ball it over his ring, and the IKM-Manning Wolves down by a score of 4-0 here in the second set.
I was going to say, Coach Megan West from Missouri Valley had a nice conversation with her ball club when this thing was tied at 9 in that first set. They have come out and really taken control since then, and we're going to get a ball stuck up on the lights up in the rafters. And that ball went up into the rafters, and then there's two sets of lights that are right next to each other. It started on the first one, rolled over that one onto the next one, and then as it slowed down, it wedged itself right into the rafters, still sitting on the on the light. So they're going to have to replay this point.
So here we go. Contreras will try this one again. Here is a Ring who serves receive to Halber. It'll be Stengel who's got to hit it on over. It'll be Contreras to Higley, over to Myler who's going to swing it right in the back row, and she'll get the point.
Myler's done a really nice job for Missouri Valley here this evening. Gets up and really swings well. I'm going to point out, Emmy Ring struggled a little bit with her serve receive in that first set. She's done a much better job. You like to see that, gain confidence in yourself and find out that you can do it.
5-0 lead for the Lady Reds. Contreras will send this one away. It'll be Halber, and it's going to be just a nice touch by Myler, who will get it right in the front row. 6-0 lead for the Lady Reds.
And another overpass for IKM-Manning. By the way, Tyler, I don't know if you've mentioned, you can watch and listen to tonight's game on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel tonight.
Here is Powers to Halber. She's going to get it over to Langle on the right side. Here is Contreras, sets it up for Arbaugh, and she is going to get a nice tool that time off of the Wolves.
And we'll have our Motor Inn player of the game coming up later tonight as well.
The Motor Inn player of the game, Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota Chevy Buick dealership for everything sales, service, parts, and collision. And thanks to Brett Lux making the drive over here. We talked a little bit of football coming up here, but I had a nice ride over to Manning tonight. So we'll have our live stream going on right now on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. Right now in a timeout. I believe IKM-Manning calling that timeout, trailing right now 7-0 here in set number 2. We'll keep it here just for the time being. You've mentioned it sometimes here, Jeff, just the fact the serve receiving here tonight for IKM-Manning is there at times, there not at times, but right now Missouri Valley is swinging very well.
They are, and their serves are not easy serves. People sometimes look at a ball and go, oh, they hit that ball soft over the net, but those are floats sometimes, and if you ever tried to hit a knuckleball in baseball, the float serve is very similar to a knuckleball. It just moves all over on you. That top spin comes over, and then all of a sudden it just drops on you, so it's almost like a drop ball in baseball. So, they just got to get in good position, be on their toes, and be able to move. There's a good serve received that time from Emmy Ring.
Here's Halber to Powers, who has her shot dug up. Arbaugh gets it on over to Hills, who has to free ball it over. Here's Halber onto the left side. This is going to go onto their corner. A nice attack that time by Langle, who gets the Wolves back in it, trailing 7-1.
And both of those set up. Emmy Ring had a really nice serve receive, then had a nice dig. Got IKM-Manning. They were in system, and they ended up getting a couple of swings out of that. They forced a free ball from Missouri Valley.
And a Stengel is going to be able to get the ace that time. Just puts it right in the donut for the point. 7-2 trailing is IKM-Manning.
We'll see if Missouri Valley adjust. They'll slide up a little bit on that serve receive.
Here is Higley, who gets it over to Contreras. They send it over. It's Stengel with the dig to Halber. On the attack is going to be Kate Stengel, IKM-Manning looking for the touch, and they're going to successfully defend themselves. So IKM-Manning gets the touch, the tool that time. 7-3, they're trailing now.
Yeah, nice attack that time for the Wolves by Kate Stengel, and a really nice back set from Amber Halber.
Here is Anna Stengel once again. She will send this one away. It's Contreras who gets it over to Arbaugh. She's dug up by Anna Stengel. Nice by Ring to keep it alive. It's free ball over by Arp. Here is Contreras to Higley. On the attack here is a Myler, and she's going to get it right in the donut. Point for Missouri Valley.
A couple of players diving that time for IKM-Manning. A lot of times you can pinch your two outsides on the back. If they get up to base, you can pinch one of them in to kind of take that donut area away.
Here comes the serve by Myler. It'll be Halber with the set. It'll be Stengel who sends it away. Here is Contreras on the attack. Swinging is Hilton. She'll get it.
Was watching the IKM-Manning back row that time. Didn't even really pay attention to the ball. I'm just kind of watching how they're moved. They did a nice job that time sliding and moving defensively. You can tell they're communicating well and starting to get themselves into position.
Here comes the serve from Missouri Valley. It'll be Arp who gets it over to Powers, who will send it away. It's Contreras, gets it over to Higley. On the attack is Arbaugh. Here's Halber over to Stengel. It is dug up that time by Higley. On the attack will be Hiltz, and she'll get it right inside for the point for Missouri Valley. They lead 10-3.
And IKM-Manning really trying to take a line away right now, so they're going to have to slide somebody into that back middle area a little bit more. Missouri Valley taking advantage of IKM-Manning overplaying line.
We do got two Stengels out there. We have Anna and Kate Stengel. We'll try to call them by the first names as much as we can here. So Anna and Kate Stengel. Here's Kylie Powers, who will send it away. It'll be a Myler. Gets it over to Contreras. On the attack is Larson. She's going to go cross, and she'll get it for an 11-4 lead for the Missouri Valley Lady Reds. So 11-4 is the lead for Missouri Valley. It'll be Higley who will be back on the attack. Powers will come on out.
Tyler, and since that timeout, it was 7-0. It's 4-4 since then, so nice adjustments by Coach Landorf.
Serve is on the way. There is Halber who gets it on, and it's going to be Williams on the attack. Pushover by Missouri Valley. Anna Stengel over to Halber, trying to get it to Arp, but the point will go to Missouri Valley, or the two-touch, or the double touch, I should say. And the point will go to Missouri Valley. They lead 12-4.
Yeah, and if you're wondering sometimes how that call is made as an up official, you're watching the spin of the ball coming out of the setter's hands. If there's a ton of spin, you're going to get called for 2 touches.
And there is a nice play by Kate Stengel on the right side. Kind of pushes it where she saw the gap and got it.
Yeah, didn't go up and swing hard that time. The donut was wide open and did a nice job of adjusting. Knew that donut area was open. Can't hear with these headsets on, but a lot of times your back row is communicating to your hitter what's open, and I think the Wolves did that on that play.
It's going to be a hard swing there for Hiltz, and she'll get it. She was attacking right from the middle, got to that right side line, gets it, and it's 13-5.
And if you're the IKM-Manning back row, you're not going to get much if there's no block. And there was no block on that one for IKM-Manning.
Arba trying to serve it, but she'll put it into the net, gives IKM-Manning a chance to serve it away. 13-6 is the lead, and ARP will be back to serve. We'll get Langle back in the front row, the front left side.
ARP had a nice 5-0 run for IKM-Manning at the service line back in that first set, but of course, as I go to brag up her serving, she hits the first one into the net.
Absolutely.
That's the radio jinx. So I actually waited to say it till the serve went into the net.
14-6 lead here for the Lady Reds. Here comes Hiltz, who will send it away. It'll be serve received well by the IKM-Manning Wolves. Point's going to go to the Wolves off 2 touches. 15-6. Lady Reds.
And if Honnold was here, he'd have blamed that bad serve on me because he'd have said I was thinking that.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. Hiltz sends it away. Here's Halber, who gets it over. Now to Tanner. Jumping up, trying to send it away that time was Williams, but she was right around the 10-foot line, puts it into the net. 16-6 Missouri Valley.
You got to change your arm angle the further you hit it off of the net.
Hiltz will get it away. It'll be Ramsey who's into the contest, but she'll put it into the net, trying to serve receive it that time. And a timeout will be called. We'll take it with them. Missouri Valley leads this one 17-6 in set number 2. We're back in 30 seconds right here on 93.7 KKRL.
At The Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from The Present Company in Audubon.
Our Mackey Motors postgame show coming up following this contest. 5 new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Back here in Manning. IKM-Manning Wolves trailing Missouri Valley 17-6. It'll be Halber trying to serve receive at that time. Comes off her arm a little bit weird. Juts off to the left side. 18-6 lead for Missouri Valley.
Yeah, moving backwards on that serve receive and pulled the eye, so that's why that ball slid off. I want to give a real quick shout out to my cousin's wife. So Alex Blankman sitting in the crowd tonight.
There we go. Here come the IKM-Manning Wolves. Coming up to hit that one's going to be Ramsey. It's going to be received by Arbon. The attack is Goot. It comes off the hands that time of Ramsey. And that'll be the point for Missouri Valley, 19-6 lead for the Lady Reds.
And be honest with you, Trevor, my nephew, and so it's my nephew's wife, excuse me, I said cousin. My nephew's wife, he's working because that's all he does.
Absolutely. Here's a Williams putting it up to the front row, blocked by the Missouri Valley Lady Reds, but it'll be 4 touches for the Wolves. 20-6 lead here for Missouri Valley. Here comes the serve by Hiltz. It'll be a float serve that time. It'll be Danner. Gets it off to Richards. On the attack is Halbert. It'll be dug up by the Lady Reds. Here's a Myler who gets to play alive. Rebound over by Hiltz. Here is Ramsey over to Richards on the attack. A nice one that time by Megan Williams. Gets up and attacks it well. Goes cross and gives the IKM-Manning Wolves a point.
Yeah, nice set that time by Richards as the pass took her up right towards the net, but she did a nice job of getting that set up where Williams could do something with it. Williams went corner, so she went thumbs down. So when you hit in the middle, a lot of times you either go thumbs down, so that means you spin your thumb down, or you spin it up to be able to hit it to the opposite side. You never want to hit straight out of the middle because usually there's a blocker there.
Higley gets an overpass. It goes right below the net. It'll be a point for the IKM-Manning Wolves. Williams will be credited with that ace. They lead, or they trail this one 20-8. Serve is on the way. Williams will put that one into the net. 21-8 lead for Missouri Valley. It'll be Ring coming back in place of Williams. He'll come back into the middle back row. Here is Goot, sends it away. It'll be Halbert over to Langle. Free balled over that time by Powers. It'll be Missouri Valley able to get that one. Arbaugh on the attack is Myler. She'll go cross once again. She'll get it. 22-8 lead for Missouri Valley.
And IKM-Manning right now not playing, I hate to say it this way, not playing with a lot of confidence in the back row. They're just trying to hope to get the ball up into the area. You got to start believing in yourself. Something has to go right for them to gain that confidence, I think, here early this season.
Goot will send that one into the net. 22-9 lead here for IKM-Manning. Coming back in, it will be Kate Stengel to the front row. She'll play the left side of the front row. And to serve it away here, it'll be Halbert. She puts it into the donut, but it'll be served received by Missouri Valley. On the attack is going to be Contreras. It'll come right off of Ring's hands, and it'll be a 23-9 lead for Missouri Valley.
Got there again, just got to, and that one came at her hard, and you can tell she's holding her hand area, so that means she's letting the ball get too low down. You want to take that ball kind of off the fat part of your forearm.
Powers has to send it away. She will get it on the run. Puts it right into an empty spot on the right side for Missouri Valley. 23-10 lead here for the Missouri Valley Lady Reds. Serve is on the way. It is Higley who is able to keep the play alive. And it is going to be called out. And IKM-Manning will get the point. 23-11, they trail.
Really good serve that time by Anna Stengel. And Hughley unable to control that one. So Missouri Valley out of system and just tried to get it across on the third ball. Nice touch that time by the Wolves.
Kate Stengel gets it to Powers. Whistle is blown. We'll get 2 touches by the Wolves. 24-11. It's set point for Missouri Valley.
And Arp and Williams got a really nice touch on that last tack attempt there for Missouri Valley.
Here we go with the next is Myler, who will send it away. It's going to go right off of Ring's hands again, and it'll be the set win for Missouri Valley. They'll win it 25-11. We'll head to set number 3 here in 1 minute on 93.7 KKRL.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Give another shout out to our phone line sponsor tonight. It is Robinson Implement, where service isn't just a word, it's their #1 product. Also remember, Motor Inn Player of the Game, we're going to announce following the contest. Motor Inn of Carroll is your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything sales, service, parts, and collision. It's a 2-0 set lead here for Missouri Valley. They're edging here to win this match. Jeff, thoughts so far on this game?
You mentioned it early, and I tried to defend back row when I coached club for 9 years, whatever it was, with West Central Iowa Fusion. The back row was kind of the area that I drawed myself to for some reason. It was just the area I really liked to coach. So I tried to defend them early. I'm not trying to be critical of them right now, but that's probably where the struggles have come here tonight. Serve, receive. I'm not going to talk the passing part of it. The block's not been great at times tonight. They've been getting some touches, but they've been out of system a lot tonight because the serve receive has struggled. That's going to be an area, and I know Coach Cron will spend a lot of time on it. They will get better as the season goes on. Still a young group, Mac, an inexperienced group in that back row.
Absolutely, especially going up a team like Missouri Valley. I mean, it's going to be tough to even, it's going to be a good, I guess, shock to the system. You could say it, a good experienced learner going up against a team like this.
And this Western Iowa Conference, the WIC, people outside of our area don't realize it.
But she's going to be dug up. Here comes Higley, gets it over to Myler. Here comes the Wolves. They got to try to keep it alive. Powers trying to get it over to Stengel there, but They're going to lose it out of bounds. 1-0 lead here for Missouri Valley.
And a lot for IKM-Manning really is just getting themselves into defensive position. A lot of times they're standing up, not watching the ball off of their arms, not anticipating and trying to be in position, and those kind of things have hindered them here tonight.
It was Larson and Myler there on the block. Nice attempt there by Langle to kind of get up and get it there, but she was met by a couple of girls from the Missouri Valley front row. It'll be Contreras once again back to serve. Jump serve, top spin is there. Powers has got to kind of slide and get that one. The passes over the net, goes out of bounds, and Missouri Valley leads 3-0 early on in set 3.
And that's a really tough serve. That one was going to drop in front of the 10-foot line, and Kylie was back around the free throw line, so she had to really try and get up there to get to that one.
It'll be Halber with the serve receive over to Langle. Powers pushes it over. It'll be Higley over to Goot, who's going to try to go cross, but sends it out of bounds. 3-1 now. The IKM-Manning Wolves trail. Anna Stengel will be back to serve here for the Wolves. So we have Anna and Kate Stengel. We'll call them by their first names. Here is Hiltz. The ball is in the rafters. Contreras able to locate it. Hiltz free balls it over. Here's Anna. Gets it over to Halber. On the attack is Powers, but I think she jumped just a touch too late there, and ball fall right in front of her. It's now a 4-1 lead for Missouri Valley.
And didn't quite transition probably as far back as she needed to. So that ball was kind of set almost directly up above her and just went up and mishit it. That's why you need to transition, need to keep that ball in front of you.
Here's Halber, who gets it over to Arp. It'll be Contreras left side to Hiltz, and the point will go to IKM-Manning. Nice hit, I think is what it was.
Yeah,
yep.
So the ball didn't go over the net. So there was 4 touches that time by Missouri Valley.
So 4 touches by Missouri Valley. IKM-Manning trails it 4-2. Here comes Powers, who will send it away. Nice top spin serve. Myler gets it over the right side to Larson. She'll hit cross, get it in the donut. Point for Missouri Valley.
So Missouri Valley, good. Everybody, we knew coming in that this was going to be a good team. You asked me earlier in between sets kind of my thoughts. I talked a little bit about what I saw from IKM-Manning. Just impressed with this Missouri Valley ball club. Since it was 9-9 in that first set, they've come out like a different team with a different focus.
A lot of girls who are 6 foot and taller. It's Higley who sends it away. Nice serve receive by the Wolves. On the attack will be Williams. Point will go to IKM-Manning.
We had a net violation that time on Missouri Valley as Amber Halber was going up to jump set. Sometimes when you jump set, you can fool the defense into thinking you're going up on that second ball and going to put the ball over. So they go up like they're going to try and block just in case you do, and that time they got into the net.
It's an overpass blocked at the net by IKM-Manning. They're able to serve, receive it. Sent over by Halber again. It's going to be Higley who digs that one up. Here comes a free ball attempt, and it's Arp on the attack, but she'll send it too far away. Tried to go cross. It's point for Missouri Valley.
And again, kind of the transition thing. And I know it's hard for the hitters when you don't know exactly for sure where that first ball is going to go, so you don't know where your setter is going to end up setting from. But you always have to turn and watch the ball and get back to at least the 10-foot line.
Our ball will send it away. Anna Stengel will serve, receive it. On the attack, it's going to be Williams. She's dug up by Hiltz. On the attack is Hiltz once again at the net. A little bit of a scramble. Contreras will get it. On the attack is Hiltz once again. It'll come off of Anna Stengel's arm. Bounce off of the backboard of the basketball hoop. Arp will try to send it over, but it'll go into the net. 7-3 lead here for Missouri Valley. Our ball will send it away once again. Here's Anna Stengel on the serve receive. Halber gets it up top to Arp. She'll try to send it donut. She'll be dug up that time by Arbaugh. It is Higley and Contreras who will send it away. Here come the Wolves. Arp on the attack. She gets a touch, but it'll fall into the donut. Dug up by the Missouri Valley Lady Reds. It'll be Hiltz on the attack. She'll get the tool, but they're going to give the point to IKM-Manning.
I didn't catch what the call was. So they are going to give to IKM-Manning. I wonder if there was maybe a net violation. I did not see the call. I'm sorry. I was looking back to see what IKM-Manning was doing defensively again.
Yeah, I seen they pointed that way. Didn't see exactly what the call was. 7-4 is the lead for Missouri Valley here in set number 3. The serve is on the way. Contreras to Myler, who sets it up for Contreras, who sent it over. Arp on the pass over to Richards. IKM-Manning Wolves send it over. It's Hiltz on the dig. Hiltz will get the attack, and she'll get the tool. off of Halber, so it'll be an 8-4 lead for the Mo Valley Lady Reds.
And Halbert got up that time, tried to make the block. It just got onto her quickly, and she was not able to end up getting those hands pressed.
Hiltz will send it away. Here comes the red shirts. They're going to get touched on 2 touches. She was trying to set it. You could see a little bit of just kind of bop. That's what she kind of did with her left and right there.
Yeah, she was trying to get up into position, and the ball was taking her into the net, so she was kind of stumbling towards the net when she tried to set that one.
Here come the IKM-Manning Wolves, keeping the play alive as the red shirts. Nice play by Langle to send it away, but Missouri Valley will get the point there.
You know, I know I had a varsity coach one time tell me that they wanted to put I've got a Garmin, keeps track of my steps. They wanted to put that on their setters one time just to show everybody the amount of steps that their setter was having to run every single night. So that would be interesting right now, I think, for IKM-Manning as well.
Here comes Halber, who sets it up to Williams on the attack. Dug up that time by Hiltz. Here come the Mo Valley Lady Reds. Going line is Contreras, and she will get it. 11-4 lead in set 3 for the Lady Reds.
About a half step in front of Aaron Ramsey that time. It just couldn't quite get there. And I know that'll be something that Coach Cron will work on, is that anticipation, trying to get to where the ball's going to be before the ball gets there.
On the attack there was Williams. Well, it's kind of bounce off the net, bounce off the tape, I should say. 12-4 lead here for Missouri Valley in set 3. Hiltz will be back to serve this time. She will send it away. A float serve there, and that's going to be Halber. And the effects again of that float serve there, Jeff, just kind of came off weird. And a timeout would be called for IKM-Manning. 13-4 lead here for Missouri Valley. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back on KKRL.
Trees Company.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
We got the Mackey Motors postgame show coming up following this contest. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Tyler Bruner, Jeff Blankman back with you once again. Tiffany back in the studios. Brett here running our live video broadcast, which can be watched and listened to on our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network YouTube channel. Here is Langle, who gets it over to Ramsey. Ramsey trying to go line. It'll fall just to the left of the line, and it'll be a point for Missouri Valley.
And Tyler, I've talked a lot about the eyes for IKM-Manning tonight. When you're serve receiving or passing, you got to watch the ball come off your arms. If you look at IKM-Manning a lot of times, when that ball's getting to their arms, they're looking up to see where the ball's going, and that's why a lot of times those passes are shanking one way or the other, because especially on those volleyballs are moving. So that ball, you might think you're lined up. If you're not watching it off your arm, sometimes that ball hits just wrong off your arm and goes sideways. So that's why you got to watch that ball, because you can adjust your arms at the last second if you need to.
Myler gets a kill in the last volley we just had. Anna Stengel there with the serve receive. Here comes the attack from Langle. Setting to the left side. A nice block at the net. It'll be Danner. Megan Williams that time. Man, what a nice block by Megan Williams. A 9 looked like a 5 there for just 2 seconds, but Megan Williams, man, gets up, gets a nice block that time off of Myler. So back to serve, it'll be Emmy Ring. 15-5 lead for Missouri Valley. Here comes Ring, who sends it away. It'll be Higley with the serve receive to Arbaugh on the left side. Myler, it's going to be dug up by the Wolves. Here's a Langle, who will get it over to Danner. It is Myler who gets it right into the donut, and we'll get the point. 16-5 there for Missouri Valley.
And right now, Missouri Valley at times, and there they did it twice in a row. They're doing roll shots into the donut because the donut area has been open, and IKM-Manning's got to slide somebody in there. I'd almost just set somebody into the donut and say, okay, if you're going to hit it here, we're just going to pop it up and we're going to run quicks on you.
It's going to be Goot, who's going to serve it away, gets the ace serve that time. 17-5 lead here for Missouri Valley. Here comes Goot with another serve, and she's going to get it same place. It was Langle trying to come back from the front row to get it, but it'll be another ace serve for Goot.
Yeah, the front row players aren't used to having to serve receive, but when that ball's going to land inside the 10-foot line, that's going to be their responsibility.
Here comes Ring, gets it over to Halber. On the attack is going to be Langle, and a nice play that time by Lang from the Missouri Valley Lady Reds. Here is Richards, who gets it over to Halber on the right side. It's dug up that time by Goot, by Leah Goot. And on the attack once again, it is Myler. That was, from my things, unofficially kill number 9 for her today. So she is just standing out and doing a great job for the Mo Valley Lady Reds.
Yeah, she is. She's a senior, and you can tell. I want to mention Amber Halbert here for a second. Did a really nice job on a set that came right at her earlier to not move, just kind of waited for the ball to get there and had a nice flat-footed attack over the net.
Ring trying to serve receive, comes off her arms, shuts off to the right side. It goes out of bounds. 20-5 lead here for Missouri Valley. We'll get a substitution here. Maya Zapia will be into the contest here. Right up to the front of the net. Serve received. It was Halber unable to really kind of get any sort of distance between her and the net to kind of get a good look on it. 21-5 Missouri Valley.
Yeah, your setter in the back row right now, so she's got to release as soon as she knows that serve isn't coming to her. She needs Ella Richards, whoever your setter is out on the floor. If they're not in that front row and in that front position, as soon as they know the serve's not coming to them, get to your setting position so that you can make a play on the ball.
Another ace by Emma Goots. 22-5 lead here for the Missouri Valley Lady Reds. Langle will send it over. It'll be Contreras who pushes it over. Here comes Halber to Langle, blocked at the net. It's Powers trying to keep it alive, but it's going to fall off her hand awkwardly. 23-5 lead for Mo Valley. Back to serve once again. It's Emma Goot right now. 4 ace serves for her tonight unofficially. She'll send it right to the front row. Nice by Langle. Trying to come up, keep it alive is Halber. But now 24-5. It's set in match point here for Missouri Valley.
And Missouri Valley has done a really good job tonight of finding those players in the back row that have struggled to serve receive, and they just keep serving at them, and that's winning volleyball. You find a player that's struggling, and until they show you that they can make the play, you just keep serving it at them.
Here comes Mo Valley. It'll be Herman who is going to get the winning point. Grace Herman ends it here for Missouri Valley. They will win 25-5 here in the final set. So Missouri Valley victorious over the IKM-Manning Wolves in 3 sets, 25-12, 25-11, 25-5. And we're going to take a quick break. We're back with the Mackey Motors post-game show here in 2 minutes on 93.7 KKRL.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Oh, hell no! Not again! Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too.
American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor.
We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Visiting DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
In Lake City, great to have you back here once again. We are all wrapped up here from this IKM-Manning game as the Missouri Valley Lady Reds are able to pull away 3-0 over IKM-Manning, 25-12, 25-11, and 25-5. Tough game here tonight for the IKM-Manning Wolves. Just all around, Missouri Valley had strength. They were swinging well, especially Myler for them. I have her unofficially for 9 kills, probably a couple I missed here or there, but just a great performance there by Missouri Valley. IKM-Manning just struggling to serve receive here tonight. I thought they had some nice blocks and some nice block sets, but serve receiving is just tough, especially when they're the other team is consistently getting aces. It's hard to kind of get into a motion. I thought the one time that they did, Carly Arp had a nice run of just ace serve after ace serve, really got them going with some nice serves to get them going. Actually was tied at 9 apiece at one point in that first set. Really kept IKM-Manning in that game, but from that point on, Missouri Valley just kind of staying out in front, not really allowing IKM-Manning to get back at all. So that first set was really nice, but again, Carly Yarp had a very nice kind of run of stuff. But we have her, and I believe Coach might be joining us here in just a few moments, so we're going to take a quick minute-and-a-half break, and we'll be right back here on 93.7 KKRL. We're back in 1.5 minutes. A couple of interviews coming up after this. Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams for Motor Inn of Carroll.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
This is Iowa, and Avelo Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avelo Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avelo Bank, member FDIC.
Want to welcome you back here to the Mackey Motors postgame show. 5 new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. We are joined here now by the IKM-Manning Wolves, Carly Arp. Carly, coming into tonight, you guys probably knew that Missouri Valley was going to be a tough team to go up against, but I thought you guys played very well in that first set. Let's talk about that first set. You had a very nice run of very good serves. What was it kind of going? What was going right in that first set for you guys?
I think we just we started out good, and then we just kind of lost our confidence. We stopped working together, but we needed to work on working together, and I think we were just doing well on just trying to keep it up with them because we knew they were really good.
Well, and I think that some people maybe don't understand kind of the thing with volleyball. When another team is getting that many ace serves and, the server scene is a little bit tough, it's hard to kind of get into a groove. So, what were you guys trying to do to get back in that groove with that many ace serves?
Yeah, it's really hard when they're slamming them down all the time. But we were just trying to stick together, trying to stay positive. And, yeah, that's really what I try to do. I just try and stay positive and try and bring out the good.
I know it's a little bit tough with Coach maybe not here, but I know that Coach Kevin Landorf did a very good job of kind of getting you guys together. What were you kind of discussing between those sets with Coach?
Really just having our confidence. We just needed to work together and talk a little bit more.
Talk about this Missouri Valley team. Obviously, they got a little bit of height on you. They were swinging very well. What were they trying to take away from you guys here tonight?
I think they're just trying to just get it over with and just try and split us up kind of, because when you do really good, the other team they just break down, and that's kind of what we did tonight.
And you guys have a good amount of seniors, but you also got some juniors and of course some freshmen playing here this year. What has it kind of been like with this team? Of course, you're a freshman yourself. What has it been like playing at this varsity level and learning with the senior group you got?
It's been kind of crazy, but they've been really nice and supportive, and they're a really good team. And I think once we learn to work together, we'll be a really good team.
What do you think is what do you think is that one thing that you guys are gonna have to work on here this week to kind of get prepared and ready for that next game?
I think just teamwork a little bit. Maybe our serve receives, just get those passes up so we can get those hits down.
Tri-Center's coming up next. They're 6-6 coming into tonight, so another very tough Western Iowa Conference team. I know you guys haven't had enough time, or you haven't really looked at the team quite yet, but what are some things you're looking forward to in that game?
I'm just looking for a fresh start, just trying to keep the team hyped and just try and get a win. Absolutely.
Well, Carly, tough loss here for tonight, but we wish you good luck against Tri-Center coming up next Tuesday.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Carly Arp of the IKM-Manning Wolves joining us here on our post-game show. Again, Mackey Motors post-game show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. We'll take one more quick timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 KKRL. Awesome.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Want to welcome you back here to the Mackey Motors postgame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Tyler Bruner joining you here once again. Probably surprised I'm on the video broadcast. Normally we kind of end this stuff early, but I'm now here on the video broadcast. We're now going to name our Motor Inn player of the game. Motor Inn of Carroll is your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything sales, service, parts, and collision. And because we had Carly Arp on here, I really thought she did a very good job serving here tonight. Really kept the IKM-Manning Wolves in that first set. It was tied at 9 apiece. That was the only time and the last time that they were tied in this match. It really kept the Wolves in and going, kept their motivation going. So Carly Arp will be our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Want to thank Jeff Blakeman for joining me here on the broadcast. Had a blast with him. And again, thanks to Brett Lux here running our video equipment, and of course to Tiffany back in our studios, making sure that everything is running all right. That's going to do it for tonight's coverage of IKM-Manning Wolves Volleyball. My name's Tyler Bruner, telling you to have a great night, take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you next time on the Gatorade broadcast booth. Have a great night.